Hello friends, this is tutorial number 100 in this Java programming language tutorial. In this tutorial we will talk about vector, or maybe we should talk about it earlier, but okay. It will be I don't know, that would not be good to finish this course and that we don't talk about vector, but vector is very similar to array list. It almost is not nothing new. And okay, we have this test project from the last time. We can just we will use that. We will make a new package. I don't know, it can be the name of the package. Okay, vectors, and let's create a new class. We will call it class 01 with main method. And let's create how we will create one vector. It will be a simple vector similar to array list. Okay, we saw that we can use a list of string, integer, float, double, list of object. The same thing we can do with vector. And let's create one vector of integer. We will call it numbers will be equals to new vector of integer. Nothing complicated, and we need to use Ctrl, Shift and O to import a vector from the Java library. And now here, what can we do? We can put some numbers into this vector, and let's do it. We will do the same thing as we can do with list. I don't know. Let's put 5 numbers: 13. Numbers, we will add 7, 5, 23, 'Okay, we added 5 numbers into this vector of numbers. The same thing as we have with array list. We can put as many elements as we want. We can type 5, 10, or we can just put only 1. But it doesn't matter. And now how let's print these numbers. We will type, let's write 1 numbers in vector, and we can use a loop to print them. We will use for each loop. For this is a vector of integer n of vector numbers, and we will use system out. We will use print. We will not use print line. And plus we will separate it with space. And let's print this vector. Okay, as you can see here the numbers in the vector 13, 7, 5, 23 and 20. The same thing, of course, as we had in the with array list. Okay, this is the numbers, and now the point, we can, if we want, we can just print. We can print the first element. The first element in vector, and we can just print, let's print numbers first element. Okay, it will print us a first element of this vector, as you can see, but just a second, I need to use, we had print here, and let's use /n for the new line, it will be better. Okay, as you can see, numbers in the vector, and the first element in vector, it is number 13. The same thing we can print the last element in vector, and let's print system out print line numbers dot it will be a last element. Let's save and let's run it. As you can see, the last element in vector is number 20. First is number 13, and last element of the vector is number 20, which is pretty much good. And one thing we have, I will show you the capacity of the vector. We can just use print, and here we will write system out print line numbers dot capacity. It is not the size. If you mean this is alternative, like we had a size, vector also has a size as array list, or with array list it is the same. The capacity, it is by default. Capacity of the vector is 10. Let's save and let's run. Here is the capacity of the vector. It is 10 by default. And you will ask me, but can it is that mean that we can have only 10 elements in the vector? My response will be negative. Let's add more numbers. Let's use copy. It can be same numbers, and I will add numbers dot add number 12. For example, we have 11 numbers, and it will work. But okay, of course here the first element is still 13, the last element is 12, and the capacity of the vector is 20. What this means? If we have by default the capacity of the vector is 10, but when we have 10 elements or more, by the default capacity will, if we have more than 10 elements, capacity will automatically increase by to 20. And if we have 20 or more elements, it will increase to 30, 40, it doesn't matter. We can just, at this moment we have 11 elements, and we can print system out print line just to show you the size of the vector is. We will use print, and here we will use print line numbers dot size. It is the same as we have with array list, completely the same. And let's run it. Okay, we have numbers in the vector. The first element 13, the last element 12. Capacity of the vector is 20, and the size of the vector is 11. This size is completely the same with array list. And of course we can, if we want some number, okay, we want, just a second, I will comment this first and last element. We can comment this all. And now what I want just to show you the one thing more, that it's completely, if we want to print, let's print, it is completely the same as we have in array. Elements start from 0, 1, 2, 3, and if we want, for example, we want to print first element of the vector, it will be number 7. Okay, my mistake. Numbers dot get element 1. It will be number 7. But one more thing that we need to use. We need to use the system out print line for the new line to separate this. Okay, now it is better. We have elements of the vector, and we have number 7. If we want to print a fifth element, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it will be number 13. We didn't save number 13. If we number 5 numbers, if we want to print element number 7, will be number 5. It starts the same from 0 element, first element, second element, third element. And of course now if we, just to show you, if we want to print 0 element of the vector, or first element again, it will be number 13. And we also can do, we can do numbers dot numbers. We can delete element of the vector, and we will want to delete number 0. It means that we will delete this number 13 from the vector, and now if we print, it will be removed. And now, just a second. Okay, the point is we printed. Now we need to cut this, because we printed elements of the vector. We need to print print them here, because here we print these elements, and now we just want, we added these elements to the vector, and after that we removed element number 0, which is 13, and now if we print again number 7 will be 0 element of this vector. Okay, it starts with 13, but number 13, 0 element was deleted, and now it is number 7. Pretty much it is pretty much similar to the array list, but I just wanted to show you how vectors works. Okay, we will have some more. We will implement the vectors in the next tutorial to get things more complex. But as I told you, many problems that we resolve with array list we can also resolve with vector, and I will show you in the next tutorial. This was just a basics about vectors in Java. I really hope that you like this video. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You have a link in the description, and I will see you in the next tutorial.